Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today we're excited to check out Compose Yourself from Think Fun Games. This is for ages 6 plus. It's for one player, and you can play this as long as you want to play this. Now I'm excited because this is not actually a game, but more of a music-making accessory that you can use to create music and also to create the actual musical sheets that you can put in front of you and play the songs, which is really cool. So I'm going to be going over what you're going to get, how it works, and then my thoughts on it. Now I was able to check it out not just by myself, but also with one of my friend's daughters who plays musical instruments, because I personally know nothing about music, but I'll give you my opinion, and I'll also give you her opinion. Before we get to the computer screen, because you are going to be doing all of this on a computer, I'll show you the components, and then we'll flip over to the computer screen and you see how it works. So you get your handy-dandy little rule book here. It's very simple. It'll have you up and running in no time at all, and it has some tips on how to create music as well. And if you know how to create music, apparently this is very easy to understand. Now next you're going to get this little mesh bag, and inside you're going to get all these guys right here. And these are going to be musical notes. Hopefully you can see that right there. So you'll have a number right here, and also a number right there. And then if you flip it over, since everything is going to be backwards, you also have a number right here and a number right there. So these are going to be different musical notes that you can enter into the system that are going to play for you. And how does this all work? Well, I'm going to turn it over to the computer, and then you'll see how the website works. Now, I do want to mention that when you get onto the website, you're going to have to enter in your email address and all that sort of stuff before you can get going. Hopefully that is up and running. Yep, right there. So I've already entered 2 notes right here, so we'll pick a couple more notes and we'll just enter them in there. And as you can see, I mentioned those numbers up here. Very simple. You just enter the code. So this is 0241. And then if we flip it upside down, it's 0244. So enter that. And now we have created a little ditty. So let's play it and see how it works. So it's composing it right now. Yeah, that doesn't sound half bad, I tell you what. But you can also, you're going to be able to drag things and move them around. You can make this as long or as short as you want. You can have it so it's marimba or orchestra, which I didn't actually know what it meant until a 7-year-old girl told me. You can actually download the MP3, so you can create songs and then download these MP3s onto your computer. You can share this with your friends, both on Twitter, Facebook, and messaging, that sort of thing. And then, of course, you can actually print out the notes like you would have just in front of you, say like at an orchestra concert or something like that. You can do as many as you want. They also have contests where you can turn it in and do all the sort of social media stuff. But that's what you're going to be doing inside of Compose Yourself. You're going to be using all the different cards and creating music. So, what do I think about it? Alright, so what are my thoughts on Compose Yourself? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the cons side, this is only for music creators. I mean, really, it is a cool program to mess with if you don't know anything about music. Like, as you saw, I made a perfectly viable little video right there. But if you don't know how to do music, it really is not for you. Also, I didn't like the fact that you had to sign up on the website with an email address and something like that. It's a small nuisance. You don't have to wait for a confirmation email or anything crazy like that. It only takes like 5 seconds, but it is slightly annoying. And that's about all I got. I mean, it's not a game, so I mean, take that for what you will. Moving on to the pros, it's a really cool program. The website works very well. The cards are really cool. I like how they're double-sided, and so they essentially have 4 different little ditties that you can play on each one, and that's really cool. Now, I personally enjoyed it, but the important thing is, what did the 7-year-old girl think? She really liked it. She thought it was super cool. She played with it for like an hour. She was downloading all these MP3s. She was trying to get them onto her phone and stuff like that, and she actually knew what the musical notes meant. And she thought this was just the coolest thing ever. She wanted to print some off and then play them on her instrument, and so great success here. So overall, my thoughts on this are more based on her opinion than my opinion, which is definitely odd in a review. But she thought it was outstanding, and I can't say I disagree with her. Even coming at it from someone who was just watching her use the tool, it seemed like she knew exactly what she was doing, and it was really cool. So overall, my thoughts on Compose Yourself, if you have a youngin' who plays music. This is a no-brainer. Check this out. I think they're going to have a good deal of fun with it. I think it can even help them explore their music-making abilities even more. So that's Compose Yourself from Think Fun. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, have you ever played a musical instrument? I play the kazoo from time to time. That's more for fun. But when I was in middle school, I actually used to play the trumpet, and I actually got kicked out of band for emptying my spit valve all over the floor. And then the final straw was I was throwing my trumpet like a football around to some of the football players before a football game, and apparently that's frowned upon. So don't do that, kids. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.